Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the rich history and wisdom of our faith. Today, we are going to delve into the intriguing and thought-provoking story of two figures mentioned in the Quran, Haarut and Marut. Who were Haarut and Marut? Why are they significant in Islamic history? And what lessons can we draw from their story? We will look at their tale through the lens of the Quran and Hadith, to gain a deeper understanding of their role and the lessons they teach us. Introduction to Haarut and Marut in the Quran. The names Haarut and Marut appear in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 102. Allah SaWaTallah says, "And they followed what the devils had recited during the reign of Solomon. It was not Solomon who disbelieved, but the devils disbelieved, teaching people magic and that which was revealed to the two angels at Babylon, Haarut and Marut. But neither of the two angels taught anyone without saying, 'We are a trial for you, so do not disbelieve.' And yet they learned from them that by which they could separate a man from his wife. But they do not harm anyone through it except by Allah's permission. And they learned what harms them and does not benefit them. But they knew that whoever purchased it would have no share in the hereafter. And wretched is that for which they sold their souls, if they only knew." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:102. Here, we are introduced to two angels, Haarut and Marut, who were sent to the people of Babylon as a test. But their story is more complex than just this verse. The role of Haarut and Marut. To understand the story of Haarut and Marut fully, we must first grasp the context of their mission. According to Islamic scholars, Haarut and Marut were two angels sent by Allah to the people of Babylon, as mentioned in the Quran. Their primary task was to teach people about the forbidden knowledge of magic, not to spread it, but as a test. The trial was not just about magic, but about faith and obedience to Allah. These two angels warned the people that they were a test, saying, "We are a trial for you, so do not disbelieve." But unfortunately, the people learned magic from them and used it for evil purposes. The knowledge they gained enabled them to sow discord between husbands and wives and caused harm to many. The verse makes it clear, "They do not harm anyone except by Allah's permission," which teaches us that nothing can happen without Allah's will. This verse highlights the crucial point that magic, which Haarut and Marut were associated with, is a serious sin in Islam. It is a dangerous path that can lead one away from Allah's guidance. The people who engaged with magic not only harmed others but also sold their souls for a temporary, worldly gain, while losing the eternal rewards of the hereafter. The purpose and test of Haarut and Marut. So, why were Haarut and Marut sent to earth in the first place? Many scholars have discussed this, and we learn that their mission was not to spread evil, but to test the people of Babylon. One of the main lessons from this story is that Allah SaWaTallah does not burden any soul beyond its capacity. The angels did not teach magic until they made it clear that it was a test. It was a reminder for the people that knowledge alone is not inherently good or bad, it's the intention and the way it is used that determines its righteousness or corruption. The people's reaction was critical. Instead of taking heed of the warning, they chose to indulge in the forbidden knowledge, using it for harm and ultimately causing great distress among the people. The magic and its consequences. Magic is often misunderstood in today's world. In Islam, it's considered an act of disbelief if it's practiced with the intention of causing harm or seeking supernatural power outside of Allah's will. The story of Haarut and Marut also serves as a warning to us about the dangers of seeking knowledge for selfish or harmful purposes. Magic, according to the teachings of Islam, is not to be sought or practiced. Allah SaWaTallah tells us in Surah Al-Baqarah that those who engage in such knowledge will have no share in the hereafter, but they knew that whoever purchased it would have no share in the hereafter. This is a stark reminder about the fleeting nature of worldly gains versus the everlasting nature of the hereafter. Magic, like any other harmful knowledge, can separate people, sow hatred, and bring about deep divisions in relationships. It can tear apart families, friendships, and communities. And this is exactly what Haarut and Marut warned the people about: do not disbelieve. Lessons and reflections from the story of Haarut and Marut. The story of Haarut and Marut is rich with lessons for us today. First and foremost, it teaches us that every trial in life, whether it be knowledge, wealth, or power, comes with a responsibility. We are accountable for how we use what Allah has given us. Knowledge, in particular, is a gift, but it can also be a curse if misused. Second, we learn that seeking Allah's guidance and relying on Him alone is the path to success. The people of Babylon, in their greed and desire for power, turned to magic instead of placing their trust in Allah. The consequences of that choice were dire. In the same way, when we turn away from Allah, even for a moment, we risk being led astray. Finally, the story of Haarut and Marut reminds us of the importance of protecting our hearts from the dangers of harmful knowledge and practices. Magic, in all its forms, is not just about spells or rituals, it's about the misuse of power and knowledge that leads people away from the path of righteousness. In conclusion, the story of Haarut and Marut is a powerful reminder of the dangers of knowledge when it is misused. It emphasizes the importance of following the guidance of Allah and the teachings of His messengers. It's a story that calls us to reflect on how we use the knowledge we acquire and whether it leads us closer to Allah or further away. Let us remember the warning in Surah Al-Baqarah: do not disbelieve, and always seek Allah's guidance in all matters of our lives. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. May Allah SaWaTallah guide us all on the straight path and protect us from the dangers of misused knowledge. Ameen. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.